Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Bakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect under the nation of Israel, starting up with the 144,000, which will be the ruler governing body in the kingdom of heaven, which will be all men, the 144,000. Then you got a lot of the elect here in America, which is a lot of the 1/3, which will be believers, which will include men, women, and children that will be saved on this side. You got 2/3 of our own people that will be destroyed in America. You also have the elect scattered abroad, different countries, same thing with rebels that will be destroyed, scattered abroad. The Israelites out here you go today, so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemala, Panamanians, those are the Israelites. Always have been and always will be, contrary to the popular belief that they are not Israelites. This is your brother, Aram, coming back at y'all with another lesson. Basically, I was watching this video. This guy, he brought up, the scripture where it says, "He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing." And he was basically saying that means that the woman is the prize. She's the one that you're supposed to uphold and, highly esteem. No. All that means is that scripture, man, you blessed. Not that she's to anything more. Because if you find a wife in this society, which a real wife is going to be a woman that, that's been tainted, that's been messed with, that's had many men, and that's going to be a woman of the truth, more than, which most of us brothers, we don't got that. I'm not pointing out anybody in particular or even myself, but, find a true wife as a woman that's going to follow your lead. So how is she the prize? She ain't the prize. It's always the man. Always has been, and always will be. Right? The one he brought out in the video was Proverbs 18:22. Salakia for the voice. Right, that's what he brought out. Proverbs 18:22. It says, "Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor for the Lord." Right. You find a righteous woman, which in this society there's none pretty much. I mean, most women are hoes. So that's why I said you find a good thing, because you find a woman that's gonna be by your side. She's following you, how much you shine. That doesn't mean she's the prize. That doesn't mean that she's the one that gets the glory and everybody looks up to her for. No, that's not what that means. Those are two totally different things. The scriptures tell you also in Ecclesiastes 7. Right, this is what Solomon said, the wisest man that ever walked the earth outside of Yahushua, which Solomon was Yahushua, if you could understand. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 28. And this is a man that's extremely experienced with a lot of women, right? If you read how many women he had in the book of First Kings, it was a lot. So he could say that, right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 27, it says, "Behold, this have I found," said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. So he diligently, counted. "Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find none. One man among 1,000 have I found, but among a woman, among all those have I not found." You see that? Let's talk about righteous women, women that are, in a right mind state. You don't find none, You don't find none. Women, they're naturally rebellious. They're naturally, against righteousness. That's just how the Lord set it up, for now. And the Lord's always been dealing with the man, right? That mindset of, happy wife, happy life, which I hear not a lot of niggas say that. That means that, well, whatever she say, go. What don't make sense is, if you listen to your woman, she say, oh, we can't do this without my opinion, without my say so. What's the point of you? She don't need you. You know, there's no point of you. You just there for what? For sex and to, be her slave? No, man. you when you in a relationship or when when you have a woman, she's when you go into a woman, first of all, that's your wife. It ain't that's another video for another day, but it ain't according to you signing some papers at the White House and you walking down the aisle with a phallic symbol and a suit and tie, your whole family clapping behind you. That's not what a marriage is. That's what you was taught here in America. But Jake think that the culture that they was brought up here in America, they think that it's always been like that. They think that this is the best it's ever going to get. You're sadly mistaken. This is the way you grew up in America. What you was taught is not the truth. As far as about how women are or what they supposed to be, same thing with men. You wasn't taught the truth. Right? I always thought that was some weak shit. Happy wife, happy life. Now, if your woman always happy all the time and you give her everything you want, you ain't happy. Right? A man has needs, a man has wants, just like a woman. Right? And that's just, the Lord has order. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 11:3. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, but I will have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. Right? And the head of Mashiach is Yahweh. You see that? So how should the prize when the Lord is dealing with the man? He put the man above the woman. Just because she's pretty? Just because she's just a girl, that's what makes her a prize? Or she's a woman? Or, that doesn't make you the prize. It's what you have to offer. Right? Women... Beauty only gets you so far, man. If you can't do that, to help that man, in any other way, you don't need to. What's your purpose? What is your purpose? And this nigga, he's probably in Christianity. He's probably in, the church. More than likely, he's in that spirit. A woman's natural role or the duty is supposed to be to serve her husband. Right? Let's get that. If you the servant, right? Just because we say servant, that's not a slave, man. It sounds like it, but that's not a bad thing. What's so wrong about you cooking for your man every night? You making him bath water, or you giving him some, when he wanted. That's not you telling me you in slavery because of that? Are you getting beat? We ain't supposed to beat women. That's in the scripture. We're going to do that. Are you getting beat? Of course that man's supposed to take care of you, and all that. But it ain't, you ain't in slavery if you got a roof over your head, you got clothes, you could wash yourself. But you telling me because you do those things, you would do it for yourself? So how is that slavery because you do it for somebody else? Especially if you claim you love him or you care about him, what's the problem? What's the problem? Let me see. I think the one I want to get is in Genesis 2:18. I haven't read it in a while, but I think that's where it's at. Yep, Genesis 2:18. It says that the Lord power YASHAMIAHLA say it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. You see that? That doesn't mean the woman is a prize because it says, that the Lord made a woman for the man. Like, she's supposed to be his happiness. That it's just balances the man out. That's all. That doesn't mean that the woman is everything for the man or he is everything to the man. That doesn't mean that. Life starts with the man, which, that's another topic for another video. It ain't all about the woman, man. Just because she got a big booty or she cute. That only goes so far. It gets old, too. If you a real man, if you follow these scriptures, you ain't gonna want that all the time. You gonna want a woman that follows this truth, But we're not even chasing women. We're not doing that, Brothers they got wives, elders they got wives, they deal with their women how they want to, That's none of our business, And they don't put them, I'm pretty sure they don't put their women above them or the Lord. So, you know, women ain't the prize. Right? I'm going to play some of the video because I ain't played any of the video since I started the video. But I'm going to play some of it. We go back.
It is so sad that we have a generation of men today that think that they are the prize, to the point where some of you men will literally argue with a woman, argue against the nature of what God designed it and created it to be. I could have sworn it said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I could have sworn that's what it says.
But he's taking that part because it says you obtain favor or, you know, mercy. Just because you don't have a wife, that don't mean you didn't obtain mercy. Right? Every prophet didn't even have a wife. So does that mean that the Lord wasn't dealing with them? Or the Lord didn't like them? No. The Lord himself, the Messiah, didn't have a wife. So all it means is that the Lord just, you know, he gave you a sort of comfort, which you don't need that necessarily. Some men don't need that. They don't need a woman like that. They just don't. It doesn't mean anything bad, you know?
I have to do a double take because the way some of y'all dudes be arguing over being the prize, I thought the Bible said she who finds a husband. Nope, it don't say that. When you find a wife, you obtain favor physically, spiritually, mentally, financially, all of the above and more.
What about the order, you know, that the scriptures tell you? He didn't read that. He just read that one verse and then think that means that the woman is the prize because the scripture say you obtain favor. Like the woman is everything. The woman is not everything, man. You know, this society got it twisted. They got it messed up, you know. It don't mean anything super deep, but he's trying to make it seem like that. The Lord's always dealt with the man over the woman. How come you don't read that? And how come he won't read Genesis 2:18 what I just read? That's before what he brought out, because the scripture that he brought out is in Proverbs. And he probably don't even know who wrote Proverbs, Solomon. Right? You know? He probably don't even know. Which he's telling you that there's no righteous women, man, out here, man. You know? So he don't know what he's talking about, man. He trying to get a woman. That's what he trying to do. You know, he don't know what's going on, man. You know, and he says at the end of the video, he was like, what you want your woman to propose to you? You know, which really, I always thought that was weird. Even when I was in the world, when I see a man get on his knees, I just thought that was weak. You know, the scriptures tell you in the first Esdras, I ain't gonna go to, I think it's first Esdras 4:28 or 26, where it talks about basically many men go out of their wits. They go crazy. They do a whole bunch of stuff they normally wouldn't do just to obtain and keep that woman. Which that's off. You ain't supposed to do that, man. You know, women come and go. You know, a lot of times, you know, they ain't supposed to. It ain't supposed to be like that, but, you know, because when you go into a woman, that's your wife. She's supposed to be there for the rest of your life, but in this society, it ain't promised. You know, we are under the curses. You know, you taught that you could go your separate ways, she could go her separate ways, that's it. Once you go to a woman, that's your wife for the rest of your life. And you're her husband for the rest of her life. You can't just break up. There's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend. There's no such thing. The Lord created order. Right? He's never going against that order because that's how he set it up, because he wanted to set it up like that. You know, so I didn't want to take this video and, you know, do too long of a video on it. You know, it's really simple. That scripture does not mean that, you know, the Lord is just dealing with the woman that she is the prize. That doesn't mean that. You know? She's an addition. She is a comfort to you. She's supposed to be. You know, but she isn't everything. YASHAMIAHLA is everything to us. Period. You know, so I'm going to close out. Hope this video is edifying. Lord willing, I come back with another one. I want to say, YASHAMIAHLA.